The most important thing that we can do to revitalize job creation in America is to create the right environment for employers to hire and for them to thrive. A big part of that is dealing with our fiscal challenges. As you've heard me say before, we're broke. We're borrowing 41 cents for every dollar that we spend. And this spending binge is hurting job creation by eroding confidence, draining funds from private investment, and spreading uncertainty among employers, both big and small. Without fiscal stability, we cannot have economic stability. Next week, we'll bring to the floor a continuing resolution that contains the largest discretionary spending cut in the history of our country. We will meet our pledge to America, and we are working with our members and our committee chairman to make sure that this cut is as big as possible to send a signal that we're serious about cutting spending here in Washington. This resolution will be marked not for what it continues, but for what it ends, and that's Washington's spending binge. President Obama has offered a different way forward. He's already asked Congress to raise the debt limit and pass more ineffective stimulus spending. And I'm concerned that he'll soon send Congress a budget that destroys jobs because it spends too much, taxes too much, and borrows too much. Here, I think we see a clear choice. We can do nothing and leave the spending process on autopilot and shorten the path to sharp tax hikes or higher interest rates, or we could go ahead and liberate our economy from big government and runaway spending and endless regulation that comes with it. That's what the American people want, and the pledge to America is our job to get that done. It's a blueprint to create the right environment for job creation, reining in costly regulations, cutting unnecessary spending, and ending Washington's spending binge. It's a long way to make smart short-term decisions needed for long-term prosperity, just as any good business would. The pledge isn't just a plan or a strategy. It's a long overdue culture change for here in Washington. It fulfills the promise of a smaller, less costly, and more accountable government, and it recognizes that jobs aren't created here in the halls of Washington. They're products of hard work and risk-taking by employers and entrepreneurs. We'll do our best to convince Senate Democrats and President Obama that this is the best plan to get our economy moving again. And if the president's willing to work with us, we will be ready to work with him. But the American people sent us here to work on their behalf, and that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to have a relentless focus on creating jobs that the American people expect from our new majority.